Do you know what today is?
It's our anniversary, baby, you and me. Hey, by the way, happy anniversary to you and me, Juju. It's been right around 1 year since I started coming on the alley-oop.
For sure, man. I didn't even realize that. I was thinking about tonight's game sixes. You did. But that is a fun fact. I didn't even realize it. Time be going so fast and you be so stressed out about this and that you forget to look around and smell the flowers, man.
That's
Damn.
right.
We got these game sixes tonight. We got Cavs, Pistons. We got Spurs, Wolves.
I put more money on Detroit for game 5.
Bruh, last night, the night before last, Trysta is the funniest person in the world. Last episode, she was like, you know what? When the Detroit Pistons be winning, I just throw a little bit more on them, and they are going to lose this game.
I keep betting on the Pistons, bigger and bigger amounts every game. All it takes is $20, $40, $60, $80.
And I feel like my sister must have threw $100 on their ass in the fourth quarter, because what a piss poor performance that was down the stretch.
They were up 9 with 2.5 minutes to go, and I was like, yeah, let's put some more money on them. Let's put some more money on them. If you look at my bet slips, like if you go to my DK account and you look at all of the bets that I've lost, like just click the tab that says lost, it's literally like Detroit Pistons, Detroit Pistons, Detroit Pistons, Detroit Pistons, Detroit Pistons. It's like 10 or 12 bets that I've lost.
Bruh, speaking of them Pistons, though, bro, you said it. 9-point lead with a couple minutes left, bro. You got to close that door, man. Especially during the playoffs. The playoffs. We ain't talking practice. We talking the playoffs, man. I think that Cade, too lackadaisical at the end of the game, man. Got script by Max Screws. Like, what stood out from you? From Jalen Duren, benched the whole fourth quarter. What stood out from you from the game, bro?
I think number one, and I like to always look forward when I'm watching something. Yeah. And I'm like, you see, for example, like somebody talk about a player in a post game, like, or an exit interview, and you're like, I wonder what they're trying to say, right? Yeah. Jalen Duren was a restricted free agent last summer, and they couldn't come to a deal. And then he becomes an all-star. He's averaging 20 and 10. And now he's got the single largest drop-off for a player in playoff history, averaging 10 points a game in the playoffs, but also getting benched for B-Ball Paul, who did not play a single minute in the first 3 quarters, and it was the right move. And now you're thinking to yourself, what does that mean for Jalen Duren this offseason? Is there a possibility that Jalen Duren is going to have to take less money or have to take money somewhere else? Because if I'm the Pistons and I've got money to spend, you know who we need? We need other scorers. We don't need to be spending $40 million on somebody who can't even play in the fourth quarter in game 5. We got B-Ball Paul. Let's just let B-Ball Paul and Isaiah Stewart rock out. And maybe we can spend some money on, I don't know, a LeBron James.
Yeah, right.
Right. Or somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody that's not Duncan Robinson, who has played phenomenally but has back injury. Or Tobias Harris, who really played not very well in this game. The first game in like 6 games, he hasn't had 20. But like, you need a backcourt or a Robin to Cade. What you have is a bunch of Alfreds on this Detroit Pistons team and no Robin.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. As close to Robin can be, as you just said, basketball Paul, man. Like, bruh, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Didn't play quarter 1, 2, nor 3. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. important minutes.
Blocks.
Like, right, bro. So if I'm Coach Bickerstaff, I'm damn near considering starting basketball, bro, because he is out there literally producing for you. His availability is paying off. Jalen Duren's availability is stanking up the joint, bro. Like, he not even getting the rebounds that I think a person of his stature should get. He had like 3-4 rebounds over 2 games. That can't be the case, bruh. And with the effort, the defensive effort, Asar Thompson is putting forward. Like, folks they're stepping. Dennis Jenkins stepping up. They're giving you something, but we need our other star, our other all-star to goddamn just give us something, bro. Can you give us something?
He was a -16, Jalen Duren. And B-ball Paul, he was a +0, but he only played 10 minutes, went 4 for 7. The thing about Jalen Duren, like you said, is he's the other all-star. Wasn't Tobias that made the all-star team. It wasn't Osar, who I thought Osar played great defense. Really, probably they could have had the ball with 1.5 seconds left to go if that foul call would have been called. And then Detroit's now at the free throw line. Osar's good for 1 point out of 2 in the free throw line. And Detroit doesn't even have to be in overtime. They don't even have to be in this situation. That's neither here nor there, because at the end of the day, you still gave up. You didn't score the rest of the 2.5 minutes. You did not score a point.
Right. When I saw Tobias Harris, he hit that 3, and then he did I think this was called 12. I'm not sure what he did right here.
I think it's the 3-point phone.
Oh, my goodness, bro. I was like, no. In my head, on the couch, I said, no. I don't like that. Yeah, it wasn't the sign, but I was just like, that's rich. But
did you even know that Kevin Huerter played in this game?
Bro, I ain't even see my boy. Salute to Red Velvet, bro. He might can use a couple more minutes. I saw Sasser stepped up. It's not like, bro, as much as everybody, I'm not mad at nobody on that roster, bro. Like, because we said it all year. Well, you said it for sure all year. That roster is not constructed for championship competition just yet. We gonna move how Cade move. Cade look good for 3 quarters. We look good for 3 quarters. Cade look lackadaisical in the 4th. We lackadaisical in the 4th. So I don't think it's the blame of anybody outside of, and I hate to keep doing this, but Jalen Duren, bro, you gotta do something. Elbow somebody, punch somebody, do anything, bro, to pump us up, bro, because you damn near should get benched next game. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it out there. I don't even think he should play next game.
I also think, Juju, I think that's a great point. And there's a level of responsibility to the roster construction, but even when Cade's not taking shots, he's still involved in the offensive set 100% of the time. I didn't know this. I mean, I could have guessed, but Cade has the highest usage rate of anyone in the playoffs outside of Embiid, but Embiid didn't play all the games.
Yeah.
So it's Cade. Cade's usage rate is 33%. That's higher than Luka's regular season usage. This guy has the ball in his hands so much that they resorted to blitzing him, which I thought was actually a great defensive game plan that I would instill more, especially when you go back to Cleveland. Just take the ball out of his hands and make Tobias Harris beat you. I think that's really fair. But, Cade is required to do everything. And eventually the body can only withstand so much of that usage before you start to get tired. And so if your usage rate is that way, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, when they need you, now you're gassed. Maybe you should be giving the ball to Tobias in the beginning of the game. Maybe you should give the ball to Dennis Jenkins more in the beginning of the game. Maybe you should give those lobs to Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren in the beginning of the game. It's just a tough situation. And, listen, Karis LeVert was awesome in game 4. He stunk in game 5.
7 shot attempts on, I feel you, bro. I'm damn near, I forgot all about Isaiah Stewart yesterday. He did a phenomenal job, in my opinion. My boy even knocked down a tray ball. Bro, we getting stuff. We getting everything.
Threes.
Bro, we getting everything. We getting everything we need from everybody up and down the roster, bro. Jalen. But at the same time, speaking of being tired and what you can't take no more of in the form of just this basketball world, referees. Look, bruh, we shouldn't have to come on here every damn episode and tell y'all what a foul is, what's not a foul. The end of the game, bruh, in my opinion, Tony Brothers made a vibe decision and said, you know what? Y'all just gave up a 9-point lead in 2 minutes. You don't deserve this foul. On what earth is this not a foul? With a second left, might I add. Come on, bruh.
Yeah, that's a trip right there. And there's a couple of tenths left. Great hands.
Would you have wanted that foul call last night, Trish?
Yeah,
If I was Osser, I would.
Yeah.
I think, though, it was a little bang, bang. Little bang, bang. It looked like Osser might have fouled Donovan Mitchell. So it was like, we're going to not call that one. We're not going to allow this game to end on free throws. How about that? Like, at this point, we're going to allow you guys to throw the ball back out and see what it is. But that's a trip. That's legitimately a trip. And the problem is that you could have contested the out of bounds in terms of who it went off last, and then get approximate foul review if your asses would have had a challenge and you didn't, because you wasted that challenge on something that was quite meaningless earlier on in the game.
Bro, I'm with you on that for sure, man. Bro, these NBA coaches, for some reason, don't understand liberty, nor life, nor the Constitution, nor the Liberty Bell. Bruh, why in the fuck are you challenging something in the first quarter in the playoffs? I don't care if you saw it go off on him. I don't care. I need my challenge at the end of the game, no matter what. All of our games have been closely contested. All Tony brothers do is be on bullshit. Yes, I'm gonna keep my challenge just because. Yes, that's our ball, but it's the second quarter and we up 7. I'm not challenging it, bruh. I think the Knicks, they got the highest success rate on challenges because they keep it real, bro. Unless I'm talking about squeaky clean, obvious 4K video of the ball going off this brother. We don't need it until the fourth quarter, man. Prime example, like you said, bro. You had your challenge in that spot, bro. I'm challenging. It wasn't out on Asar. No, it was a foul. Oh, 2 free throws rewarded. Game time. We're up 3-2 going back to Cleveland. Instead, look at yourself. Look at you.
Now you go back to Cleveland in a must-win situation, and Cleveland hasn't lost yet at home. So not a great spot if you're Detroit. And, I really do hope that the Detroit brass, when they get eliminated, whenever that is, that they go and take a hard look at their roster and say, you know what? Trysta was right. We don't have enough.
There she is. She's back.
The besmircher.
Do you want to see – who would you prefer to see the Knicks play? Because I prefer to see them play the Cavs at this point, because it's too many times this stuff keeps happening to the Pistons where they look great and then all of a sudden they don't. And then on the other side of that, you got Cat and them boys looking like they hungry right now. I don't even think that Jalen Duren has any piece of what it takes to guard Cat right now. So I would rather see Cat go up against the Mobleys.
Or Mitchell Robinson.
You feel me? Or if OG can get back. Or if McCall goes just aggressive mode like he been doing. I would rather see these Cavs go against that. I think it's a better matchup. What you think?
I agree. I think I want to see Donovan Mitchell get past the second round. I want to see James Harden, who almost turned into a pumpkin in the fourth quarter. Almost. He was half pumpkin, half princess.
Okay.
In the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like, there were some moments where,
I don't think you can call my boy a pumpkin princess, bro. Come on, bro. Leave my boy alone.
It wasn't even the princess that turned in the pumpkin. It was the buggy that turned
the other way
pumpkin.
around.
So he was one part buggy, one part pumpkin. And I thought that, missing the free throws killed him. Some of those 3-point attempts were fucking fugazi. Why are we even taking these? They were 0 for 9 at one point in the fourth quarter. Like, yo, can we just move the ball around? Stop throwing it into the stands. Anyway, they get the win.
He reviewed that. The coach, Kenny Atkinson, reviewed that last 3 when he keep jumping up like a damn.
Yeah, come on, man. So I want to see James Harden finally, be good James Harden in like clutch, crucial situations. I want to see him ball out in Game 6. Like, I want to see him go up against the Knicks and give us a big Madison Square Garden performance. I want to see Donovan Mitchell heal that damn ankle in 2.5 seconds with some holy water and get busy in the Garden as well. I want to see Evan Mobley continue to shoot those threes, continue to go up for lobs, continue to get those big rebounds. Like, I when the Cavs are playing in their flow and they're not in their own way, I think they're just a much more fun brand of basketball to watch than the Pistons. That's just my opinion.
For sure. And speaking of Evan Mobley, did you see the damn slash he had on his face looking like Scar from Lion King last night,
I did not see that.
Bro, I don't even know if they called this damn foul. My boy looking like Scar. This is going to be here forever on my boy moving forward. Look at him. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Bro, it look like somebody buck 50, my boy. Like, what in the hell? So, yeah, I would rather see him move on. Can you imagine, oh, my goodness, if Dono and Jimmy Harden find a way to eliminate the Knicks?
Yes.
New York, bro. Y'all, that would be the goofiest way to go out, bro. Even goofier than losing to the Pacers last year. This would take the cake, bro.
It would, and it would cause a lot of ruckus.
Yeah.
In the East. We're now talking Giannis trades. We're now talking like is OG a potential trade piece to go somewhere, or Mikal? Like, I know he had a great series. You know, the thing that I think about players who do nothing and then they have a great series is I think this is a perfect time to trade you. Everybody wants to buy low, or everybody wants to sell low and buy high. That's like what our emotions and our psychology want us to do. So Knicks fans see this from Mikal Bridges, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is Mikal we've been wanting. Yes, this is we finally get that." No, more often than not, what you do 80-90% of the time is who you are.
Yeah,
80-90% of the time, Mikal ain't. You know what I mean? You get a good series or two out of Mikal, and you get bounced in the Eastern Conference Finals, which is where you got bounced last year. We need to be taking those stats, those beautiful, beautiful stats, and sending them around the league. It's like, do you need this guy? Like Atlanta.
If the Knicks lose, they for sure break it up. I'm through with it. If it don't work this time, hey, we need to chop this thing up for parts, man. Say who need them? Who need them? Well, yeah, man. Moving on, bro, to the West Side.
West Side.
Timberwolves, Spurs. The elbow heard around the world, even France.
You worried for your Timberwolves?
Yeah, it's over with. For the same reason though that I would prefer if the Cavaliers move on. I'm not necessarily a Cavaliers fan. I like Detroit a little better, but I'm a fan of basketball more than my wants and needs. I would love Ant-Man to go on, bro. Like, I want Ant-Man to just win a championship. But the Thunder right there waiting on whoever next. And them boys are banged up. My boy knees don't even work right most of the games. Dante DiVincenzo already out. So I think the Spurs have a way better fighting chance against the Thunder. That's why I would, unfortunately, kind of rather see that happen. You know what I mean?
Spurs Thunder might be the most anticipated Western Conference Finals since like Houston, Golden State.
Golden State, yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And then like the reason that was like fell off a little bit is because Chris Paul got injured. Yeah. But like if everybody's healthy, I don't know if I'll have another Western Conference Finals I've been as excited to see.
Yeah. And
that could go 7 games and literally be decided by 2 points, 4 points every single game of the series.
Yeah, but Timberwolves ain't out yet. Like,
they're not.
What do they have to do to stretch this thing to a game 7? What do they have to do? Because I like Ayo, but sometimes, bro, stop a little much. Like, you feel me? What you think they got to do?
Yeah, Ayo's reckless. He's wild. Yeah. He's out there like a DB that thinks he's a wide receiver. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, bro, you don't have hands. Like, you need to stop. He thinks he should be taking more shots than he should be taking. I think, we need a lot of Julius Randle. I think we need him to go to work. We need Ant-Man to get cut through the paint and split defenders and open things up and spray that out. to the folks on the perimeter to shoot. We need great Naz Reid above the break threes.
Yeah, man.
That's another thing that we need.
Yeah.
We need Jaden McDaniels from the Denver series to reemerge. He needs to come back and give us some of those offensive performances that we saw when he was putting the black hood on, and talking shit. We need physicality. We need to get Wemby frustrated. We need to get him emotional. What they did in the third quarter, where they ended up going on this crazy run, they need to have that level of intensity all 4 quarters.
Right, bro. And you know what else? Chris Finch, I need you to realize that if Ant-Man is getting double-teamed while bringing the ball up the court, either as soon as he passes the ball, he sprints to a corner, so that now that we have to make a decision. You either got to stay over there or here, or don't have Ant-Man bringing the ball up and send him to the corner, allow him to cut. Bruh, it's too many instances where Ant-Man bringing the ball down, he double team the half court, he pass it and just stand around half court waiting
Terrible.
for it. And it's like, bruh, coach, time out. Let's draw something up. So hopefully I hope Chris Finch can also contribute to some of this as well, because
and the other role players, Juju, like if Ant-Man's getting blitzed and he's getting blitzed and he passes you the ball, I don't give a if he's standing there waiting for the ball again. They are trapping you now, and you're going to be the one with the turnover on your jacket.
Exactly, bro. Go to the hole. Terrence Chandler Jr., bro, you very aggressive. Same thing as Ayo. I feel like if they could just not take a Red Bull before the game or the pre-workout or whatever, just a little bit more under control, instead of getting in the paint and trying to realize, oh, Rudy, anybody? No, go up, float it. You feel me? Yes, Wemby's there, but you got to be practicing your high archers in practice. That's what time it is.
Yeah, or just get close enough to him where his arm can't block the shot. Like, go up underneath him and draw contact and see what it is.
Come on, man. Chris Finch, call us, bro. If you need some help, bro, just say that. We got you. All we need is a couple $100, and we'll get you right, man. 1,000 on that 100, just in case you didn't know. But moving on, man, to the W, bro. The W is back in full effect, which means a lot of flopping is back in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. Caitlin Clark, you are my sister. I do not know what the hell you was up to at that Morgan Wallen concert. I'm not going to judge you, because I don't look to you for advice. I look to you to play basketball. But during the basketball game, you can't lose the ball and then flop.
Oh, my God.
Bruh.
Oh, my God.
You lose the ball on your own, push Poe Ariel, and flop at the same time. Bro, what we doing, sis?
Flopping. She may be one of the most egregious floppers I've ever seen. And truthfully, that's one of the reasons that people don't like her. There's a lot of reasons people don't like Caitlin Clark, but that's like that right there, that motion of the victim. It's like, nah, dog. This is why I didn't like Lauren Betts when she was in her not her super senior year, but her real senior year, not this year, but the last year, is that she was always flopping, and it was so, weak sauce. Yo, get strong. Don't try and play with the refs.
Exactly. That's why I like my sister, Big Al from the Atlanta Dream. She used to lean in more into the flopping. Like every time you touch her, flopping. Like my sister Tiffany Hayes sometimes. I love my sister, but she's going to get that foul call. I think that the casual fans of the WNBA see stuff like this and take to Twitter. Oh, this is why. So ladies, bro, like, please just play ball, man. Take it from how embarrassing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and them looking. They the best in the world right now, and still resort to goddamn tripping you and hating on you and trying to get a call from the referee, bro. You ain't got to do that. Mike Tyson don't got to do all that, bro. I'm gonna knock you out, man.
That's facts.
You feel me? Moving on though, it's the same game. Cam Brink. You feel me? Look, she was on the hot seat for a little while, and I feel like Erica Wheeler, Big Necker, the veterans of that team done sits down and say, look, bro, you our future. We need you. And she locked in. Look how she did Caitlin last night.
She said, get that shit out of there.
I think she said, get that effing S out of here. Look at her.
Get that fucking out of there.
Yeah, Cam. Talk that Cam. That's what we talking about. That's the Cam we've been looking for. Yeah.
Listen, it's not just about the block either, Juju.
Right.
It's not about the 3 blocks.
Exactly.
It's also, when you do that, what we're seeing, get that fucking shit out of there. I just put your shit in the 3rd row. That's confidence.
Yeah.
That's confidence. That's a peacock. She got the ball. She's turning around. She's going up and under. She was one of the more potent scorers in the paint. Yeah, she got cooked in the paint as well, but she still had 3 blocks, and she's still showing you I can protect the rim, and I can do it on one of the best scorers in the league. So I like what I'm seeing from Cam in this second game.
For sure, man. Great response to public criticism for folks all in your business. How about this? Let me go out there and be the dog I know I am. You did. Salute to E Weezy in the squad, bro. I think her future's so bright. All she got to do is make sure she got on the right specs, like me and you, bro. All she got to do is make sure she cool. But that right there is going to do it for another episode of the Alley Oop. Any last words on the way out of here, sis?
Mend these broken wings so I can fly again. See you later, Detroit. I know this might mush it, but guess what? It doesn't matter what I say. Where my money goes is what the universe treats me like. So I'm going to talk that shit. Go out and get a Robin for Batman.
Yeah. Hey, Jalen Brown, we just said, I realized, hold on, we might need 2 Batmans. Look, speaking of that, though, we're going to tune in next episode on and discuss that. Thank you, as always, to Miss Rebecca Donahue and our brother, the distinguished Dylan. Oh, my goodness. And thank you for listening and tuning in, man. Without y'all, who the hell are we, man? Lock in on YouTube with us, man, on this Friday, today, Levitard show, and then on Tuesday at DLS Hoops on YouTube, man. Appreciate y'all.
Same bat time, different bat channel.
Oh, yeah.
www.alleyoopshow.com.